everyone, welcome back to Crookie Books. My name is Cole Crookie, here with a review and just general talk about Of Darkness and Light by Ron Cahill. First, I'm going to go into my non-spoiler thoughts and what I really enjoyed about this book. And then second, I will go into spoilers and some cool moments that I thought were worth noting and talking about. So let's get straight into it. Okay, first, in the non-spoiler section, I'm going to talk about these dialogue scenes in Of Darkness and Light. I think this is what drew me into this book so much. You have two characters or three characters sitting inside an inn, enjoying a drink, and just talking about whatever. It could be literally anything, but in this fantasy world and with these characters, it's like so cool. I really enjoy it. Of course, this series has great action, and we know this, but when you have two characters just sitting down having an amazing scene, I could really paint it in my head, and he just does those so well. You can tell that Ryan Cahill definitely goes to bars with his friends and has these sort of conversations, because the way he understands friendship and companionship and just being together and really talking, and it's kind of refreshing because nowadays you'll see everyone go to dinner, get on their phone, and not interact with the humans that are literally right next to them. And this is why I respect this sort of writing. I guess in a fantasy world it'd be quite common because there's no phones, but I don't know. It's just super nice when two characters are sitting down talking, and especially with a writer of his caliber. So that's number one. I also want to get into the characters. This will not be any spoilers, but there's a lot of them, and you get introduced to a ton. And I just think they're so good. He has like main POVs that he keeps throughout the story, but he adds in these side character POVs that really take the story to the next level. And I think the same thing could be said about the world building. He puts you in like way different spots on the map of this fantasy world map, like thousands of miles across, but you're getting lore and history and culture of all of these different civilizations, and some are mixing and some are coming together and experiencing a new culture for the first time. So I think world building is also a highlight of this book. Okay, let's talk spoilers. I'm gonna just name out some moments I thought were really cool. So I think Cahill's arc in this book is absolutely incredible. So is Valeris, for that matter. The scenes where they get to fight and they're like super angry. The one in the snow town, I forgot what it's called, Erisfall, maybe it's Erisfall, where Cahill was imprisoned. That was awesome. When his eyes turned purple, obviously he's, I guess developed some sort of like strong enough bond to where he can do that and take Valeris' power in that way. But it's super cool. I thought that was amazing. That whole jail breakout scene, so cool. Satisfying, especially after being tortured for that long. I think that also adds to Cahill's character, just how tough he is and how like not willing to give up his friends or anything. Like, and he dragged it out for a little bit too. Like, it wasn't just instant prison break. I mean, he got his like pretty gruesome stuff happened to Cahill and his friends, but I mean, hence why the book is called Of Darkness and Light. And we saw, I think his name is Falman, and the other dwarf sadly die as well, so that was super sad. I really like that Falman guy. He had that like not southern, but like this I guess like redneck type of vibe to him, but I thought he was super funny, and then sadly he had to go, I guess. But anyways, there's a lot of good action sequences in this book. I think one that comes to mind is Ivan, when he's protecting King Damon, and he uses a book to just smash people's heads in. Like, are you kidding me? I read that, I was like, I literally like jumped back. I was reading with like my fiance. I jumped back. I was like, "Whoa, what am I reading right now?" But I just kept reading because it was like amazing, but also gruesome at the same time. So um, that scene was wild. Um, I hope he didn't die. I think at the end of that, he was like literally bleeding out. So if he's dead, guys, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Also, we have to talk about. I think his name's Haim. If I'm mispronouncing that or saying that wrong, or if it's a complete different name, sorry. But Kalen's brother showing up at the very end of the book, and he was Arden. He was Arden from the Knights of Acreon. Like, whoa! Like those worlds colliding and seeing Calavar. I don't. I might be getting these are off the top of my head, guys. I didn't write these down, but there's so many names. Calavar and the Knights of Acreon coming to save um, that town. Oh, another cool thing I thought was so well done was this whole battle that's taking place with Kalen and his group, and also Tarman. So cool, by the way. But anyways, they're fighting, but they're fighting with the Empire. They're fighting with the Lorien Empire. They have to be side by side. They're forced to be side by side, which I thought was like amazing. Because the whole books before was, we hate this empire. They're terrible. Let's fight them to the death. But, they're forced to face a common enemy in the Uraks. I think that's what they're called, guys. Sorry if I'm getting these wrong. They're facing the orc-like things from this series, and they have to go at it. And it shows you, like, this is one of my favorite things in fantasy when done well is like you get to see both sides of the coin, and like there are some good people in the Lorien Empire, and there's truly people that want the best for society, but like of course as a reader we're like, we gotta take this tyrannical empire down. Like it's bad, all they do is kill people. But then when you watch from Kalen's point of view and him wanting to do bad things just because they're Lorien, it's like there's that line, and I love when authors play with that line of like not everything's black and white. And so I loved that a lot. I absolutely adored the Ella and Fenrir and Farda. Wow. Two-Face in fantasy form, are you kidding me? I thought that was done so well. They have such a cool dynamic, and now I'm starting to see like he has love in there somewhere. It just needs to come out, and I think Ella helped in that way, and hopefully we'll see his arc keep trending up. Let's say, because he's a pretty harsh man, but I loved his chapters, but I also loved Ella's chapters. I think they were done so well. She's a great character. I'm glad she has the Fenrir as a. I hope I'm saying Fenrir this is the correct character, but as an animal companion, and she's possibly a druid, so she can. I've heard the word druid, and I know it has to do with animals, talking to animals. I'm not sure how it works in this universe, so I'm excited to see more chapters on Ella. I think those are such cool chapters inside her head. So, of course, getting to see Rist and him complete the trial, and I know it's just going to be so emotional when he has to eventually face Kalen, or maybe even just have a dialogue with Kalen. I'm not sure if this will result in some sort of battle, because I would hate to. I have a theory that it might not be Kalen first that finds Rist. Like, what if it's Dan? Like, what if it's Dan and they end up hurting each other? Like, I can't deal with this, guys. Like, this is, it's a lot of pain incoming. I already know. I don't know who's gonna suffer the most, but um, I mean, this book lived up to his name. Let me know, what did you guys enjoy about this book? Have you read this book? Um, Let me know, because this was like amazing to read, so refreshing to read a fantasy book like this. Um, but yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Consider giving it a like and subscribe for more book content. All right, that'll be it. See you guys.